Hey everybody, Ice Drake here, and welcome back to Creativerse. I've done a little bit of work in our village. You'll notice we've got some little houses up here to the left. I'm going to take you guys on a tour of those. They're nothing special, nothing too fancy, just some little, like I said, some kind of little working class houses. And I've deepened the arch on our fountain, kind of added a little layer of depth there, so I think it looks pretty good. And I've got a couple of projects that we're going to do today. But these are our little houses, guys. Our little sort of, they're close to the docks. They're obviously like the worker guys live here. And I haven't put any furniture in them yet, but I imagine there would be just like a little table and chair there by the door, and a little bed here, just enough to sort of, get by. So that's kind of our little houses, and I've done each of these little ones the same way. And just kind of change the positioning on the windows and things. And I'm working on one here, which I'm going to finish here in just a moment as we kind of walk and talk. But I've made little paths in between them, paths from the main road, which I've extended and sort of curved around and around. And we're actually going to end it at a little mine that I found over here to make it sort of a sort of a working village road. I mean, it's this is where goods would come from the mine down the road to the dock and then be shipped out as exports and things like that. And I've noticed too that I am nearby a couple of other biomes. I've got a savanna and actually a jungle over here as well. So we're actually going to be able to sort of explore some options as far as those kinds of materials going into some of the richer houses in our village. And this isn't all that I'm going to do for the working class homes at all. I've actually started a little path sort of up the hill here, and I've made sure that the pathway goes to each door, and obviously, I mean, the interior furnishings would be left to the individual owners, but I feel like these are probably where a lot of, like, the single dock worker types live, They make their living working with their hands and things like that. They come home, they have a simple bed, and until they get betrothed and everything, and then probably their wives or significant others come in and make things a little nicer around ye old homestead. But I've started our path up the hill here, and I am going to have a couple of larger sort of family-sized homes situated up here on this hill. And I'm going to, at some point, also do a warehouse down that way, probably at the end of that road, as soon as I've managed to finish extending it. But I just wanted to show you guys, I've done the roofs the same way on each house, kind of a little simple roof, because I feel like a lot of these homes would have been built by hand. You're not going to have a lot of fancy, machinery and things to make things multi-level and everything. These guys probably built these themselves out of existing materials and with existing labor and with existing architectural styles. Because, I mean, back in the day, nobody really wanted to stand out too much, especially if you were not of a higher social caste. But we've each got, little adobe and wood homes, so very nice, very, very clean and accommodating, if nothing else. So we have had some noisy neighbors. The piggies are out in force, and I've been trying to tame a few more, but I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory right now because the other project that I wanted to do is actually going to be right over here in the city center. Let me just kill this guy real quick. Very rude, sir. Trying to do a video here. You're in my workspace. So what I'm going to do, as well as that little house, which I'll just walk you guys through building it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can just look at those and go, oh, well, I see how you did that. But, I mean, for those of you who want to kind of see the process, there's a little trick that I'm embarrassed to say it took me longer than it should have to pick up on the roofing, but I'll show you that here in just a moment. And I lit each of them with just a single little wood-burning lamp. So, and you can absolutely do whatever you want with the insides of these things. I mean, again, it's just to sort of give you guys a little bit of inspiration. I know they're not much to look at, and you'll notice too that I sort of worked with the terrain again to sort of, a couple of them have a little stilt on them to kind of shore up, the corner where they were overlapping that cliff there. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'm going to, in addition to finishing that house today, I'm going to actually start another blueprint because I decided that I wanted a little wishing well in our little sort of cozy village park. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to craft a cornerstone. It's 15 limestone and 2 diamond. My inventory is full because I am silly. Hold on. We'll just go ahead and... My inventory is very full. I left the chest down there because it had things in it. You know what? I will just get rid of something. How about this mushroom? I don't need that. Okay. There are people screaming right now, not the glowing ones, no! It's okay, guys. It's going to be fine. We're going to get you through this. Not a big deal. So, craft the wishing well. There we go. Alright, now. Oh, I didn't mean to crouch. My bad. Okay, so we've got our wishing well blueprint. And we're just going to pop it in. Let me level this off just a little. Because I kind of want our park to be at the same level as our road, right? I mean, more or less, anyway? I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. So we've got this going on. And whoa, hello. That's not okay. Alright. Anyway, so little glitches. Nothing major. So, anyway, so I've had some interesting things going on in my life lately. It's been kind of hectic and everything, and I haven't really had time, the time that I've wanted, anyway, to update the channel this week, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I know a few of you out there, some of my slowly growing population of watchers have probably been not necessarily waiting with bated breath by any means, but have probably been wondering, you know, where's the next chapter for our little village. So anyway, so this is us doing that then, and we're just gonna pop that right there. Whoa, okay, that is much taller than I thought it would be. And it's going to actually have to come out a little bit since it's going to be that big. And that is going to be a wow, pretty big wishing well. I mean, really big. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous on a lot of levels. That's wow. Let's activate this thing and see what we're working with. Okay, so it's only 710 blocks, which, I mean, that's not a huge deal. We got some bedrock wall, straight limestone columns, glass, limestone pedestal, curl iron wall. I'm not sure I even know how to build that one yet, and diamond glass. Okay, that's going to be a little bit larger than I had anticipated, so I think we're going to deactivate this, and we might build it elsewhere. But I do still want a fountain here, because I decided on that long ago. So I think I'm going to start by building a base for it. Well, now I have to kind of think on my feet, and that wasn't something I was planning to do, but I'm also certainly not going to build one that's quite that large. Okay, so I'm going to come in one from this edge and sort of start this thing. These are going to be... I think, anyway, we're going to, let's see, that's a good corner, but if I bring it in one, actually, I'm going to do that. Yeah, there we go, okay. Now we're kind of cooking. I just wanted a little simple sort of wishing well, a little simple fountain kind of thing, and that was intimidating. That's gonna, I mean, that would be seen from the canyon over there, you know, just kind of standing up over everything, so we don't want that. Necessarily. So we're gonna just kind of start our own little patterned fountain here. Okay, so we want those. I think I'm gonna do the straight limestone column, and I'm gonna have to build some more of the limestone stuff, which stinks, especially since I just spent a lot of limestone on that pattern. But that's okay. That's all right. So we're actually gonna sink this just a little to kind of get our fountain going here. Our little, well, it's a wishing well, I guess, isn't it? So that's a little different than a fountain. So we're just gonna dig down one more, and I'm gonna have to make a trip to get some stone now, and that is unfortunate. I didn't want to have to do that. Let's see. I bet you. Well, I can go to the mine and get some bedrock, and I think I'm gonna do that because I think I kind of know what I want to do now. So we're just gonna do just a quick trip down here. I don't know if I've even gotten to that. Hey there, buddy! Yeah, there's a savanna biome close by, if you couldn't tell. We're just going to grab some bedrock really quick, and probably some limestone too, since it's here. And that's going to give us, hopefully, enough to sort of get this cooking. So I want about 36 bedrock, just just because I feel like that's a good amount to work with. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, so there's our bedrock, and this is limestone. Yeah, we're just going to start picking that up as well. And about 36 on it as well, and at least that will be a, like I said, sort of a good start. And yeah, I know my inventory's full. You don't have to tell me, alright? Let's see. Just taking some of this out. How much do I have now? Limestone. 24, so I need 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's got us some stone to work with then. And I may have to make some stone rods and things, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue because I can keep building as I work. And I actually need to finish that little house too before I get too deeply into this project, but I am a man of many hats, as it were. So bedrock wall, we're just going to make a couple of those. Yeah, I am going to need some more stone rods. Let me go ahead and get some of this out of my inventory first, though. Do I have? I do not have. Okay. I hate to just delete dirt. You guys know I try to always, you know, put it back into like a cliffside somewhere to kind of build up the terrain, but at the same time, I don't know if it's really worth it or not. So I don't have any. Did I? Oh, I had some. Yeah, okay, I had some adobe cooking. You know what? I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to finish this first. This is first priority. Okay. We'll get there, I swear. So, okay, we're just going to pop these out here. And like I said, I'm kind of thinking on my feet now, so forgive me if it's not up to the high standards set by some of my YouTube colleagues out there. I really did want to do a fountain today, or a wishing well, rather. But it just sort of, yeah, I'm not about to start a project that's that out of scale for the rest of, you know what, no, those go in the bottom. Those are going to be limestone blocks, so we'll get to that here in a minute. Okay, so I think I'm going to go down one more, just to make our well nice and deep. Okay, well, it's not going to be that deep, I mean, because I'm about to do this, but okay. Now, what I actually want to do is I'm going to take some of this tourmaline glass, and I'm going to do like I did with our fountain out front. I'm just going to go down to pop a light in and drop some of that tourmaline, okay? And then around these edges, we're also going to do our bedrock wall, and that will give us a fairly nice, clean look suitable for our wishing well. Okay, and again, you know, I'm trying to build everything with as local a material supply as I can, because I feel like that's what the people of a village, you know, would do, and it's what I know people of a village would do, because that's how villages have been built for, you know, just century upon century, simply because, you know, who wants to drag materials over miles and miles and miles using anything other than slave labor? And we're not, like, into slave labor, guys. We're not into it. So, you know, if you were thinking that we were, you know, write down your quotes now. Ice Drake 2002 SR is not for the slave labor. So, there we go. Okay, so those conform nicely with these blocks, and don't worry too much that those have a kind of a contrast to them, because we're about to put the water in. And that is going to cover up a lot of sins, okay? So we're just going to pop these in like this, and I may need a little more. This is actually mineral water that I found in... Why are you not falling? That's odd. Okay. This is actually mineral water that I found in the nearby canyon biome. For real, though, you're not filling up. I'm going to have to go get some more, just to make this fill. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next, because I need this to be full, if I can get out now. There's the trick. Okay, so yeah, the mineral water is actually not very far. It's just like literally right over here. And I was actually very shocked to find it, because I sort of fell into it. I'm kind of glad that you guys weren't watching when I did that. It it was frightening. I was actually over here just getting some canyon stone to sort of fill in some of my adobe walls that I was building, and I fell because one of the dust devils, that charming gentleman right over there, actually had chased me from right around up there somewhere, and I fell down here running away from him when he knocked me into the air. And I fell into this mineral water, so I was very happy about that. But it was still kind of a harrowing moment. And I'm thinking too that our village eventually is going to need a farm, or a farming area rather, of some kind. So we're going to build some barns. We're going to build some farm buildings. We're going to build our own version of the Chisered Coop. So we're going to make this like a fully functioning village at some point, and I'm really excited about that because it gives me a lot of projects to work on for a long time, and I am a guy who likes having a project. So, but we'll explore some of that, as we sort of move along. So, all right, well that's good. We'll just dump these in here. Okay, so I think that's pretty much full. I can actually see the bottom, which is odd for me. But that's okay. Okay, so it's pretty much smoothed out now. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. So, yeah, and you can't really tell the contrast too badly, like I said, now that the water's in. So, unless some of you guys and gals are more, I guess what you'd call anal retentive, and you're like, no, I can clearly see that there's a line there delineating those two blocks. It's going to be alright, guys. Live. Live and breathe. Alright. Okay, so now we want to get our well sort of building upwards, alright? What I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna start our columns right here. I don't know, I'm thinking that this will be good. Yeah, maybe. Okay, we're gonna test this out and see if it holds water, if you will. Haha, see what I did there because it's a well and it's holding water. Don't judge me. I know it was lame. I don't care. Okay. We tell dad jokes because I can't tell you some of the other jokes that I know. This is what you need to understand. Alright. I need stone slabs and obsidian rods. I don't have any obsidian over here at all. That is unfortunate. Because I want to take these blocks, like I want to have more of them and put them out here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go get some obsidian, but I'm just gonna have to go store some stuff anyway. You guys are coming with me for a minute. I gotta go do this. It's a thing that has to happen. Alright. So we're gonna take care of this, and it was obsidian and stone slabs. I'll make the stone slabs when I get back, and I think I've got obsidian rods already. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Let me double check that. Yes, obsidian rods. I think diamond rods. I'm gonna dump those in here because I don't need them. I have iron rods with me. Aha! Obsidian rods. Okay. So I will need some stone rods, and that's alright. That is okay. Hi guys, how are you? Haven't actually been over here to see them in a while. I've mainly just been working on the village, and that's all right. I mean, I will be back, to my house, obviously, for times like this and things. So, plenty of exploration still to do on this world. Just in the starting area, actually, I find caverns and things all the time as I'm running around. There's one of them now, and there's another one. So, still plenty to do and see and things in survival mode for those of you who like that kind of thing. And I will absolutely, as I'm building this, have to run 2 other biomes, dangerous biomes, to get materials from time to time, because I don't always plan ahead. Because I find a lot of times that building off the cuff can lead to some interesting designs and some really, really great builds later on. But it's just a matter of, sort of, it's a thing that you acquire sort of by experience. And so, if you're not, if you don't feel like you're the greatest builder just out of the gate and up front, don't feel bad. Don't ever feel discouraged. You've got plenty of time to sort of come around and sort of get your feet under you. So, there's no rush. Don't feel like you have to keep up or anything like that. It can be, it can be just sort of the joy of building. Sort of, I've, said I kind of want to be the. It's a lofty ambition, but I want to be like the Bob Ross of Creativerse. It's like, you can have, like, it's the joy of building, and you can sort of just do whatever you want to do and make little things live and go where you want them to go. And I want to start finishing that building. I really do want to get it finished. So we're just going to get some Adobe really quickly. And I think 32 is going to be more than enough. We're just going to pop our walls in. If nothing else, we're going to pop our walls in real quick. Okay, so we're just going to finish that out. And I've been keeping in mind that, like, if you have a window on a wall, you want one with a view. This one's not going to have a whole lot of windows. It's just going to have one looking out the front, and that's all right. This guy is, maybe the guy that lives here, he's kind of a more of a hermit. He's doesn't really need a view. He just kind of wants to be left alone. I'm going to need one more dadgum. One more adobe wall. And I just used my Ruddy Canyon stone and did not mean to, and I'm a little upset with myself about that, but that's okay. We're going to get over it real quick. So just pop the floor in here. Okay. And like I said, this will kind of give some of you guys who wanted to see the process of it all, how it kind of goes up and comes together. And I'm just doing this really to kill a little time while my... That's the wrong... Alright, while my stone is going over there, so... We're just going to get this up real quick. Well, here we go. Okay, there. Now, so basically while you're doing these roofs, it can be a little inconvenient to sort of, whoops. A little inconvenient to get to the central point. And it took me a while, longer than I am proud to say, to sort of figure out how to do it quickly. And I sort of fiddled around in things for a while, and I would, basically I was putting a thing here, and then I'd put one there, and then I'd put a thing here, and then put one there, and I kept having to pick them up and put them back down. But if you put the center block in first, it just makes that work a ton easier. So, but there you go. That's our little house. And we're going to pop him a little light in here, boop, right there in the ceiling, and we're going to put a door on him. Where did my doors go? There they are. Okay. And, yeah, there we go. So just boom, and we're going to bring his walking path out to the road. There we go. And we've got a nice, another nice little house there for our little hermit guy to live in. So... and I think we should have enough stone slabs, yeah, and rods here to pick those up and start making some of our carved limestone blocks. So, and I'm out of room again. I tell you what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna get rid of this coral. I don't really need it. I think the coral looks cool as like a general rule, but I don't think it's necessarily something that I will find a lot of use for. Until there's like some more uses implemented for it, I guess, would be my main concern about it. So, and I think I'm actually going to make some steps up here and maybe just around the place a little. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so those are going to be our column bases, and so we're just going to follow with our. I used all of them already, didn't I? Okay, our limestone column, straight limestone column. Limestone pedestal? I don't really need that. Okay. Alright. And again, my gosh, I've got to clear out my inventory. I pulled a lot of stuff and brought it over here because I was like, I'm going to use all this stuff to build this, this thing, this this wishing well, but it didn't happen, and now I just have too much stuff. It's an embarrassment of riches, so... Alright, we're going to build these up just a little bit now. We're going to build our columns first because I didn't get to do that. There we go. Just a few of them. Okay, and where'd they go? Alright, boom. Okay, and here we go. I tell you what, I'm going to go up as high as I can, just jumping from the ground. There we go. And that will give us a base height that I think will be good to work with. Okay, now the roof may be a little bit tricky to put on here in a minute, so please bear with me as I continue to to do dumb things, or what some of you perceive to be dumb things, as I try and get the roof on this sucker. So, are there limestone stairs? I think that would work out very well for what I'm about to do, but I don't think that there are. There are not, at least not that I have so far. Nope, that didn't unlock anything. Well, I thought it might, so I tried. Okay, well, let's think roof then. So, I'm going to... Oh, I need to dig out over here just a little bit more. Got to finish out that column. Get its little footsies in here. You know. Just going to peel some of that away. And we're probably going to have to throw away some more dirt, and I absolutely hate myself for doing so, because I've tried so hard to set a good example about that. But, I mean, it does happen, and when it happens, it happens. So, we're just gonna dump some of it. That's mud. We're gonna need that for Adobe. Okay, is that the only dirt that I have? Really? Well, that's not so bad. Okay, I probably could have found a spot for that, but I'm gonna be lazy. Don't judge. Don't judge. Okay, so, roof. Roof. This is not the Arsenio Hall show. Some of you will understand what that means, some of you will not, and that's alright as well. So, limestone wall, carved limestone wall. Well, I think I'm going to use the limestone roof. Absolutely am. Okay. Now I had some of that already, which I already put over here, which I'm gonna, like I said, we're building on the fly here. So I'm just gonna pick that up, and we're going to just come right across with it. That's, I mean, I think that's the best way to do this, really, to start the outside of the roof, is just to build, as simple as we can, right across the outside. Okay. Alright, and it's a little bit easier to reach now that I'm up here instead of standing down there on the slope, and I'm going to need a little more of that, which means I'm going to need some more limestone. So here we go again, back to the cave. I was wrong about 36 being enough. Hi, guy, you kind of scared me for a second there, so try not to do that in the future. Alright, we made it. Okay, limestone. Okay. It's almost like Mario Brothers. Limestone. Alright, don't judge me. Again, I know I'm a dork. I don't care. I accept it fully. Accepted it a long time ago. Hey again there, buddy. Try not to be too spooky while you're down here in my cave and whatnot. Okay, so there's 40 of that. There's a coal node. I could probably, well, I don't really have the resources or time to worry too much about getting nodes right now, so. Alright. Now, my wrist popped, sorry. Not that you guys needed to know that, but it did happen, and I wanted you guys to know that I'm not just some crazy guy who randomly goes, as though he's in pain, so. At least that's not the reputation that I'm shooting for. But maybe it's the one that I will get. I don't know. I mean, I am getting older. I did just have a birthday after all, so. And that was a lot of fun. I talked a little bit about it earlier on another video, but not really. Well, I need that up, actually. There we go. Not too much. I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, I guess, about, you know, my life. Well, I don't really care. I mean, you guys are my friends, my confidants, my constant companions throughout the various games that I play on here. Hello, there's a chest. I'm distracted again. Here we go. No, I had a good time. I went out with a bunch of my friends, and I talked about it. You know, we went and saw Suicide Squad and everything, and that was a lot of fun. And then had a little personal drama kick up, and I, you know, had to deal with that. And, you know, just things happen. You know, when you're an adult. You know, a lot of unexpected stuff goes on. So, and I started, you know, I started playing. I had a 4-day weekend off of work, and I started playing Final Fantasy Online, which I enjoy as an MMO. I mean, as MMOs go, it's probably the best one that I've played in some time. This message not brought to you by Square Enix, by the way. It's probably the best one that I've played in some time, simply because I have this issue where I like to make a lot of different characters because I don't like to be constrained to like one job or one role. And that helps me with that because you can actually, like on Final Fantasy 14, you can be like pretty much one character, but still have any class or job that you want on there at any given time. So I mean, you can just switch out and be, you know, a warrior or a mage or whatever, and just sort of do it on the fly, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't detract from the game at all for you to do that. And I think that that's outstanding. So that's just, you know, my 2 cents. I think it's a fantastic game. It's not to knock any other MMOs or anything like that. You know, please don't sue me. But you know, I think that it's like I think that it's a good thing. I think that that's not necessarily innovative anymore, but at the same time, it's not something that I've seen many other MMOs try to do. Like, I mean, if you play like World of Warcraft or you know, any of the other MMOs, really, I can't say that I've seen any of them try to incorporate a system like that. And I know that I'm doing this the slow way, like I said, but again, talking and doing things at the same time, not always the best for me. What just happened? Why did you go away? Okay. And actually, I want to use the limestone wall for that instead of the column. I think we're going to just drop these in here. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Here we go. Trying not to fall off this roof, too. That's like a kind of a big deal for me. I don't know. I don't really... Doggone it. Those are the wrong... Shoot. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Again, walking and talking at the same time. I'm not, you should see me try and chew gum. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There now. Much better, much better. Okay, so, and now we're going to light the top from the inside. And we're going to do it just like we did the houses, you know. And again, it's a very simple pattern, guys. I know there's not a lot of, you know, diversity or anything to these designs. But again, you know, there wouldn't necessarily be because it's an architectural style of, you know, our little village here. And so it's sort of like, this is not all I'm capable of as far as roofing and things like that. Don't get that wrong at all. It's just a matter of, I feel like this is what the people in this village would know how to do. It's simple and functional, and it works. You know, it's clean and everything. So, but that's going to be our little wishing well. Yeah, we got us a little wishing well here. It's nice, cozy, and compact. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some stone stairs if I have some. I think I did. I think I did have some stone stairs. And that's basically what I've been using throughout this entire place. So we're just going to grab those, and we're going to just... My inventory is full. I can't even pick up the dirt. We're just going to put them up there. I don't care about this bread. I don't care about the bread. Okay. We're just going to put our stone steps right there. Where are they? There they are. Okay, and I had exactly 3. So boom, boom, boom. And now there's just a little way up to that. And then we'll build a little bit of a park right in here, probably behind it. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for now. We've got our little wishing well. We've got our houses going on and everything's really looking up and up, just like what will be eventually the rich side of town over here. And I'm going to have various little buildings around here as well. I'm going to do a warehouse at some point. I'm going to do some farms and everything. But I think our little village is really starting to come together. We've got a few little worker houses here. We've got our well. We've got our mine going on. We've got a nice road stretching through everything. And I think it really, really is starting to look like a nice little place. I think people would want to live here, you know. I'm going to get that chest. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you have, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. And I will see all you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.